We've talked on the YouTube channel about Haze and this first-person shooter that garnered a ton of negativity around the reception for the game, and there's been a lot of talks, of course, in the past here of will Haze ever return, and we talked about that. Well, in this current video, I want to talk about Haze 2 and where this game is, and could this game potentially come out at some point in the future, because if you're a fan of this game and you want to see the franchise continue, not all hope is completely lost. So let's talk about it. And in a post, guys, from Stein-Ing Kuman J on Quora, he actually posted, will there be a Haze 2 since the game had been released for almost 10 years? And he responded to this question that was brought out of another user on Quora. He says, besides the reasons Howard Dapper mentioned before me, the main reason there won't be a sequel is because the studio behind it, Free Radical Entertainment, went bankrupt. What little remains of the studio was bought by Crytek, including the rights for the games. But Crytek hasn't even shown interest in making sequels to Free Radical's only successful franchise, Time Splitters, so it's highly unlikely we'll see a Haze sequel, as that game was their least successful game. So that being said, okay, if you go on to, of course, Haze's official, on the Wikipedia page, and you look at the developer was Free Radical Design, publisher was Ubisoft. But if you click on the developer Free Radical Design, guys, actually turned into Crytek UK, because what happened was Free Radical Design was actually dissolved. There was a lot of layoffs and things of that nature, and Crytek UK became Free Radical. So the guys who made Crysis, the guys who also have made Hunt Showdown, now have Free Radical's team, but they also have pretty much all the IPs that Free Radical were working on. That being Time Splitters, that being Haze, amongst others. So what I think that we can look at here, right, is that not only did they work on Time Splitters 2, basically pretty much those were the main games that they worked on, right? And then of course they also worked on Second Sight and Haze in 2008. Haze was the last project that they worked on before becoming Crytek UK, which when they became Crytek UK, they worked on Crysis 2, they worked on Crysis 3, as well as Warface. So here's the thing. Is Haze completely something that would never happen? You can never say never, guys, because this was the last game that they worked on as a company before they moved into Crytek UK. And they've been working on some of these other games like Crysis and Warface, and obviously Time Splitters is one that a lot of people would like to see return as well. But Haze as a whole, I think that there's a possibility that Crytek may have just, picked up all the IPs and picked up Free Radical Design just for the actual, the people that were working there, right, to help out with Crysis and, of course, Warface as well. But I think that we can also look at this and think to ourselves, look, Free Radical Design is known for a couple of things, and Haze, guys, had so much potential, and obviously, I think that there were a lot of things that went wrong with Haze. However, I think if they were to bring it back, give it a second chance, and you have Crytek that's there to back them with the Crytek engine and so on and so forth, I really think that this could be something special. So I would never say never, and don't ever say never to things of this nature, because you never know how these things can turn into something. Could a Time Splitters, like a sequel to Time Splitters, ever come out? Absolutely. I don't think anyone is denying that there's a possibility. Now, there's 2 canceled games from Free Radical Design, that being Star Wars Battlefront 3 and Time Splitters 4. Now, Battlefront 3 most likely is going to be coming out at some point or another, obviously. Now, Time Splitters 4, that's, a big question mark. Who knows if that's ever going to come out? But I think a Haze 2 is certainly something that could potentially come out because Time Splitters 4 was canceled. So that being said, guys, I want to hear from all of you, though. Do you think that because now Free Radical Design is owned by Crytek and they are now Crytek UK, that we could potentially see some of those IPs that Free Radical Design worked on in the past, could those come back to life at some point in the future, being Time Splitters, or more specifically for this video, Haze and a sequel to it? Look, at this point, Haze 2 is a distant memory, or really Haze as a whole is a distant memory. But I would never say never that a Haze 2 could never come out. You never know, guys. I want to hear from all of you in the comment section below. What would you want to see in a Haze 2? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Haze 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.